Hello, good morning. Today we'll be headed to Hawai Onsen in Tottori Prefecture. Today's journey will hop on a limited express train up the coast of Shikoku across the Seto Ohashi into Okayama, connecting Shikoku with the Sanyo Shinkansen, and consequently the rest of Japan, except for Okinawa. They haven't figured out a way to build a maglev there just yet. However, we're not taking the Shinkansen. Instead, we'll take a local train before transferring to a limited express train headed north into Tottori Prefecture and arriving at Kurayoshi Station. And here's a look inside Nyugawa Station. As you can see, it's very simple. It has a few ticket machines and a few benches. And our ride for today will be on this 8000 series, half of which has been renewed and the other half has an Anhaman livery on it. It was a 3-day weekend, and it seems that everyone else had the same idea as I did because the train was completely sold out. And when I checked out the unreserved section, there was a ton of people standing there. Actually, when I went to reserve seats online, the regular seats were completely sold out. So instead, I opted for this green class ticket instead of risking standing for 2 hours. And for your entertainment, of course. Now, to make things clear, I almost never pay extra for green class tickets. The only time I paid extra was for grand class on the Hokuriku Shinkansen. Was it worth it? Well, for the money, probably not, but for the experience, yeah, once in a lifetime, I'd say. It's like spending a lot of money to upgrade to first class on a long-haul flight, and you do it once for the experience, but next time you'd probably just use points and fly in business instead.
Okayama 行きの自由席4号車、5号車です。高松行き自由席6号車、7号車です。潮方号岡山行きの指定席、本日予約で満席となっております。
Oh, and if you think this footage looks a little shaky, I do apologize. The Yosan line is probably one of the most shakiest rail lines in all of Japan, and I've been to 35 prefectures, so I've ridden a bunch of trains. Oh, here's some fun trivia for you. So, Shikoku-chuo City, here in Ehime Prefecture, is apparently one of the top paper manufacturing cities in all of Japan. So if the air smells kind of weird, that's probably the reason. If you happen to be in the area on August 4th or 5th, this station coming up, Tsushima no Miya, is only open on those 2 days. Apparently, it holds the record for the least amount of days open in a year, so if you want a bucket list item to check off, I definitely recommend stopping by on those 2 days. And you can see on the left the Odes 8000 series, pre-refurbished.
1 will go to Okayama. This train will be separated at Utazu Station. Please make sure you are on the right section. The next stop will be Marugame. Thank you.
左側のドアが開きます。次の宇多津駅で岡山行き高松行き2つの列車に分かれます。1号車から5号車潮風号岡山行きです。1号車から5号車潮風号岡山行きです。まもなく岡山行き高松行き2つの列車に分かれます。ご注意ください。
The next stop will be Utazu. Thank you.
And here's where the trains separate into separate services. The one you see leaving is bound for Kagawa's capital, Takamatsu. But for us, we're not going to Takamatsu. Instead, we'll be crossing the Great Seto Bridge as we make our way towards Honshu. Unfortunately, the weather wasn't really cooperating with us on this day, but on a really clear day, you can get a really nice view from the bridge. So, if you need an excuse to come to Shikoku, this is one of them. Depending on how you look at it, Kojima Station is either the final station you arrive at before leaving Honshu, or the first station you arrive at after leaving Shikoku.
進行方向左側のドアが開きます。ご注意ください。左側のドアが開きます。ご注意ください。
If you didn't know, Kojima actually has a pretty famous Jean Street, and if you're interested in that sort of thing, I definitely recommend you check it out. You can even see their station is called Jean Station.
ご乗車ありがとうございます。次は終点岡山です。The next stop will be the Okayama Terminal. Thank you. ご乗車ありがとうございました。まもなく終点の岡山に着きます。出口は左側6番乗り場の到着です。
Sorry about the sudden transition, but I only had about 90 seconds to make my transfer because my inbound train was delayed. So here's us leaving Okayama Station on the local train.
合わせのため停車いたします。発車まで少々お待ちください。ありがとうございました。まもなく地図です。地図に到着です。お降りの際には車内にお忘れ物なさいませんよう、棚の上、座席の周り、今一度お確かめの上お降りください。お待たせいたしました。ありがとうございました。お出口右側、鳥取に到着です。また、先ほどの信号トラブルの影響を受けまして、ダイヤが乱れております。お乗り換えにつきましては、鳥取駅電光掲示板にてご確認ください。ご乗車ありがとうございました。鳥取に到着です。
列车即将到达鸟取站。鸟取的下一站是松野仓平站。Bus Nyugawa.
I think that onsens can be categorized into a few different categories. First, the more heavily developed ones like, for example, Kinosaki or Arima. With easy access to major cities, they're highly popular among tourists local and abroad. Next, the more rural ones like, for example, Kurokawa. They have their own charms, and they're perfect for people looking to get away from the urban sprawl. And then you have what I call residential onsens. As the name suggests, it's in residential areas with a few hotels built up around it. They also happen to be nowhere as near crowded as the other two. Hawai Onsen is located on the west side of Lake Togo, about a 10-minute taxi ride from Kurayoshi Station or about a 20-minute bus ride. Walking the entire loop around the lake takes about maybe 3 hours or so and is about 13 kilometers. And if you think I made up the title because their names sound alike, here's their information brochure that I got. As you can see, it was snowing pretty heavily while I was there. Not exactly great for filming, but hey, at least it made the atmosphere pretty nice. They seem to be enjoying the snow. Of all the things that I saw, this is probably the one that's related to Hawaii the most. After a little while, it seemed that the snow also decided to call it a day. and so I can finally show you some more clear shots of the lake. And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I have some extra footage I think I'll make a video of, but I'll have some dedicated Shikoku videos coming up soon.